Hello, hello, welcome. For today's video, we're going to do something totally different. This is not beauty content or unboxing. We are going to do a book haul. With many of you guys know, I recently went to Hawaii. In order to get to the plane to Hawaii, we had to go to Denver. Denver has a used bookstore called Book Outlet. I actually saw this on TikTok, and there's several throughout the country. The one I saw on TikTok was huge. The one that is in Denver is much smaller, but I still found a lot of cool things. And the good thing about this, like these are donations, and I think the people that work there are volunteers. So, and I'm not sure what. Hopefully, it's going to something good and not like, you know, Nazis or something. I don't know. I'm assuming it's something good, or else we wouldn't tolerate that. But everything, all the books were like $1.50. There might have been some $2 ones. So for this whole bag, it was like 11 something or 12 something. So if you have the Book Outlet anywhere near you, I would definitely check it out. Trying to see if it says like what it. So it's Friends of the Aurora Public Library. So I wonder if it directly helps the libraries. That would be cool. All right, first up we got Heartsick by Chelsea Cain. I think I've seen her like on like Book Talk, but I don't think I've read anything from her. So I grabbed that. That was $1.50. The Family Upstairs. I've heard good things. Once again, $1.50. Furious Hours, Murder, Fraud, and the Last Trial of Harper Lee. So this has something to do with Harper Lee and a serial killer. Yeah, I hadn't heard of this, so I was very intrigued, and so I grabbed that. Another $1.50. John Saul, Black Lightning. So he's like a big horror book person. $1.50. Meg Gardner, The Shadow Tracker. I've read a few from her. And, you know, she's a pretty decent serial killer, murder mystery, cat and mouse writer. So, and last up for the regular books, I got Lisa Unger, The Red Hunter. I've read several of her books, and I'm pretty sure I haven't read this one. Sometimes I forget. But it was only $1.50, so, and it helps libraries, I think, maybe. So, can't go wrong, right? So those are like the last of the books that I picked out by themselves. Then at the front of the store, they had mystery bags. So I grabbed those, 2 of those. So 4 for $1, murder mystery grab bag. There was like a crease in one, so I thought there was actually 5. Basilica by William Montalbano. I haven't heard of them. In Vatican City, a lone priest trudges a winding walkway to the top of St. Peter's Basilica. I know I said that wrong, I'm so sorry. Only to make a fatal descent down the same passage. The mysterious circumstances surrounding the fall bring together 2 men of the church. One is the newly elected pope. The other is Brother Paul, whose own painful past is stirred by the violent death. But even as the veils are drawn back on the truth, the 2 men are shadowed by long hidden ghosts. All right. Wednesday, The Rabbi Got Wet. It's like a weird hole in it. I don't know about this one. The most unusual mystery featuring America's most unorthodox detective. Things aren't kosher in Bernard's Crossing. An unpleasant member of the congregation dies mysteriously, and the suspect is a troubled young man. Rabbi Small comes to the case with Talmudic reasoning and insight and finds a solution that no one else sees. The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette calls it a Jim Dandy tale. I don't know about that one, but it's okay. Iris Johansen, The Face of Deception. So I actually haven't read any from her, even though I'm like a big murder mystery girl. And I see her books all the time. So it's kind of one of those things that, like, I know I can pick them up if something draws my attention. So, as a forensic sculptor, helps identify the dead from their skulls. Oh, with her own daughter murdered and her body never found. Oh, wow. The job is Eve's way of coming to terms with her personal nightmare, but more terror lies ahead when she accepts work from billionaire John Logan. Beneath her gifted hands, a face emerges from the skull he has given her to reconstruct. A face no one was ever meant to see. Now Eve is trapped in a frightening web of murder and deceit. Powerful enemies are determined to cover up the truth, and they will make certain that truth goes to the grave. All right. The last one. Helen McIngalls, Message from Malaga. Ian Furrier was on vacation for him Spain, meant dancing girls, guitars, lazy days in the sun, and most of all the reunion with his old friend Jeff Reed. It all looked so innocent. But it wasn't. Yeah, I think at the very least 2 of them will be up my alley, so that's not bad for $1. And the next is 3 for 75 cents. And it's a thriller mystery grab bag. I think these have dates inside of them, so I'm guessing like they're on the shelf for a certain amount of time and then get pulled and put into the mystery bags. First up, we have The 8 by Catherine Neville. I have not heard of her. So, New York City, 1972, musician, painter, dabbler in mathematics and chess. Catherine Vales is also a computer expert for a big 8 accounting firm about to head off on her new assignment to the barely 20th century culture of Algeria. Kat meets some friends at a Fifth Avenue hotel and has her palm read by a fortune teller. The woman warns Kat of danger. Then at the same party, someone approaches Kat with an offer. A dealer in antiques. He has an anonymous client who's trying to collect the pieces of a very old chess service. These pieces are purported to be in Algeria. And if Kate can bring them back there, there'll be generous fees for both of them. Then it goes to the south of France. I'm not going to try and even pronounce his name. This person and her cousin, Valentine, are young novices at the fortress-like Montglance Abbey. With France herself aflame with the revolution, the 2 girls burn to rebel against the constricted convent life that awaits them. Yet in a way they never could have imagined, their means of escape is at hand, for buried deep within the walls and the floor of the lobby of the abbey are pieces of a treasure of endless fascination. The Montglas chess service, once owned by Charlemagne. Whoever resembles the pieces can play the game. A game of unlimited power, but to keep the dangerous game a secret from those who would abuse its mythical power, the 2 young women must scatter the pieces throughout the world. I don't know. I don't think this one's gonna be for me, but that is okay. Next we have Trouble by Jesse Kellerman. Saving lives is Jonas Stem's job, but he usually does it at the hospital, not at 2:45 a.m. in the dark streets of Manhattan, when he impulsively intervenes to save a beautiful woman from a man menacing her with a knife, killing the attacker in the process. He is transformed from an overworked medical student to a hero in the media. The woman is profoundly grateful and wants to show it. Before long, they're engaged in a wildly passionate love affair, an affair that Eve doesn't want to end. Ever. And the DA has some questions about his heroic act. It's been said that no good deed goes unpunished. Maybe. If there's too much lovey-dovey stuff, I'm kind of like, I get bored with it, but sometimes you just, oh, did we get one from her? Yeah, this is the Spain one. But it wasn't. The Hidden Target by Helen McInnes. Okay, spellbinding story of a sinister terrorist group pitted against a new undercover counterterrorism network using a beautiful young woman as a pawn in a deadly game playing across 3 continents. Espionage and like spy stuff isn't my favorite either, so I'm not sure about that one, but you know, I've been surprised before by things that I didn't think were my thing, so it's possible I'll like some of these. But I'm still happy with everything I got. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of books. Let's see, 7, 10, 13. So I didn't even pay like a whole $1 a book. So that's pretty awesome. So I would definitely, if you have the book outlet stores near you, I'd definitely check them out. Like, super cool. And I can't remember, I kind of stuck to like the mystery horror novel area, but I'm sure they have other stuff too. It says that they accept books for all ages, genres, CDs, DVDs, puzzles, records. So you might be able to find some cool stuff there. Yeah, if I ever find another one somewhat close by, I would definitely be excited to visit or go back to that one if I happen to be in the Denver area. So yeah, it's just something a little different that I want to show you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, share, subscribe, bring your friends. Got giveaways. We got one happening now. We'll have some more happening soon. Like, it's a good time, so just come on by. All right, kids, we will see you later. Bye.